Hello, Tampa Bay MPI area members. This is JC York, and I have another edition of One-on-One with JC York. I'm your Vice President of Communication, and today I am joined by our Education Monthly speaker, Suzanne Fisher. Hi, Suzanne. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone and tell us who you are and where you're from and why you're speaking to us today?
Absolutely. My name is Suzanne Fisher. I live right here in Tampa Bay. My business is Accord Protocol, officially Accord Protocol International, but that's a long name, so I call it Accord Protocol. I am an intercultural protocol and business etiquette consultant. So I work with businesses who are working overseas with other cultures or have people from other cultures working here. I help them with the intercultural etiquette, and I also work in just general business etiquette, helping people to polish their professionalism.
Polish your professionalism. Okay, well, first I just want to let all of our viewers know, if you hear a lot of background music and background noise, it is because we're coming to you from the Tampa Bay International Airport. We are here hosting a wonderful meeting right here at the Tampa Bay International Airport, so there's a lot of activity going on, but we still had to steal Suzanne away for a couple minutes. So, back to polishing your professionalism. Tell me a little bit about that. What are we polishing?
Well, it's interesting. Business etiquette is something that a lot of people don't even really know what it means. We're going to talk about that today in our educational talk. But really, it's something that everyone needs, from your grocery store cashier to air conditioning repair person to people in corporate life. And what it's all about is how we treat people. It's about treating people well, with respect, so that they feel comfortable and they want to do business with you.
Excellent. Now, okay, so I'm going to throw a twist at you here, because normally we conduct these interviews after you speak, but I'm catching you right before we go on. So is there something, because I want inside information, because that's how I am, is there something that you aren't going to talk about today because you have a limited presentation point, but is like a must-have? Like, what's a great tip about polishing my professionalism?
You know, there is a lot that I can't cover today because we do have a time limit. One of the things I won't be going over is gestures. People don't think about it. Some cultures are very animated with their gestures and their hands are up near the face and they're moving around a lot. But really in business, you want to keep your hands down below the waist with gestures. And interculturally, there are some gestures that are perfectly fine and great here in the United States, but they can actually be offensive elsewhere.
Well, that's very interesting, because I am at a habit, given my hands are still now filming you. However, I do talk with my hands. So that's a very good point. I'm going to have to keep a more cognitive recognition of my hand movement.
And we do want you to talk with your hands a little bit, because if you're completely stiff, that's not good either. But it's just a good idea to keep the gestures a little lower. If they're up high, people tend to start looking at your hands instead of focusing on your face.
Excellent. Okay, that's a good tip. All right, what is a tip that we are going to hear? A sneak preview, even though this is going to go up after the presentation. For everyone who didn't join us today in person, what was one great tip that is like top 3? Got to do it. You've got to change this in your life.
One of the best tips that I give, it was something that I learned through doing this. It is how to make mingling easier, because 75% of adults, or I think it might even be more, have anxiety when they go to events where they don't know anyone. And it's challenging. We think to ourselves, I've got to figure out how to be polite and make interesting conversation with people I don't know. So I've got some tips on how to make that easier.
Okay, so there's your FOMO right there, people. So everyone who's even included in the antisocial social club, because we know there's a little club for that, because I've been part of it at times, you yourself should have been here to hear those statements and find out how it makes it easier for you to network and socialize in a mixed group, especially with event professionals or people you maybe have never met for the first time. Suzanne, I want to thank you so much for this little quick preview before we hear you speak today, and I can't thank you enough. Are there any parting words you want to provide us? Any words of knowledge and wisdom?
Just that everyone needs business etiquette, and it's about paying attention to details. So pay attention to details, and you will present yourself more professionally.
All right, there it is, right there, the biggest detail of them all. Pay attention to the details. All right, this has been another One-on-One with JC York. I want to thank our wonderful education speaker of the month, Suzanne, for this wonderful event and opportunity. Your session I'm looking very forward to tonight. Thanks, everybody.